again, and welcome to another episode of Domino's Diecast. Today I'll be featuring an absolute automotive icon. You probably already knew what it was before I could even bring up the name of it. This is the most iconic vehicle ever built by Cadillac, the 1959 Cadillac Eldorado convertible. The Eldorado was the top-of-the-line car ever made in the 1950s era, and had the largest tail fins ever put on any vehicle ever. This car is often sought after by many collectors. This is in 1/43rd scale, and they do make them in 1/18th, and I intend to get a few of them, so that you could definitely see all of its glory. These were extremely large vehicles in their time. Here's the Cadillac symbol on the trunk, right in between those soaring tail fins. Probably some of the most beautiful tail fins ever made. They certainly do look like the jet propulsion engines that they were designed to look like from airplanes. These would be the turbines. And I did read one point that the tail lights right up here on the top of the fins were designed this way because they were meant to look like flames glowing in the night. They certainly do live up to that. I do believe the famous singer Elvis Presley actually owned one of these. Of course, he owned many Cadillacs, but I do believe he owned a 59. I like this shade of blue. You know, you don't see this car in this shade of blue too often. I'll have to look up the name of the color. Of course, you have that very iconic front end right there, the large bumper and those huge lights in the front. The Cadillac symbol across the hood. The chrome pieces. When this car was made, the most sought-after color that was ever made was called Persian sand. It was like a pale pink kind of color, but kind of like a champagne pink almost. I like the interior. It's kind of like a beige with red leather interior. Really stands out among the blue. This is the first 1959 Cadillac I've added to my entire diecast collection too. So I will get more in the future though. A color that I've always liked in these colors was complete black. I love the color black on a Cadillac. And the white ones too are nice. A lot of people, when they get this car, they get it in the very famous red that it was always appeared in. Whether it be movies or pictures. I've known several people in my life that they have said that this was their dream car as well, that they've always wanted one. When people think of the 50s, they either think of the Bel Air from Chevrolet or they think of the Eldorado from Cadillac. They seem to be the two that people always remember the most. And for good reason. They're very iconic. They're both well designed, and I can definitely see how if anybody could choose an icon of the 50s, they probably would choose the Cadillac. It'd definitely be very close to the Bel Air. Cadillac was certainly very bold this year. They really did not care if some people didn't like the very thrilling design or not. They knew it would thrill people, mostly the younger crowd, and people who had enough money to buy it, because it was a very expensive car, and they knew that they were going to get the ultimate luxury. This design did carry well into the early 60s, although the tail fins were much lowered at the time. The front end design, though, actually was featured on both 60, 61, and I think 62 models as well. So it carried over for a little while. They really liked the front end design of this car. But the 59 year was the only one that had the most largest tail fins. Well, everyone, I hope you all enjoyed my 1959 Cadillac Eldorado, and I will see you in the next episode with another car.